So for today's practice, it's mostly going to be body weight. If you, like I said, if you wanted to incorporate your light weights or ankle weights, by all means, feel free to do so. 2 blocks. 1 block is good, 2 blocks is better. If you don't have them, don't worry. You can always use the blocks when you have them if you want to do the recording later.
And if they want to get blocks, where can they get them?
And if you would like to get some blocks, so now unfortunately the 24% off with Be Half Moon has lapsed, but as challenge members you do have 50% off, sorry, 15% off. Let me do that again. As challenge members, you have 15% off of all Be Half Moon products until the end of time. So if you want to order them today or later, know that that is for you. -11 in Montreal. No. No. Okay, so 2 blocks. 1 is good, 2 is better. If you don't have them, don't worry. I'll give you options to modify. And let's get started. So we're going to start laying down on our backs today, please. Go back to bed, lay down. We ready over here, team? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, cutie. So laying down on your back. Let's take the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open wide. If you need to, and if you have them, you can shove your blocks underneath your knees so you're not falling too far open if you're someone who's a little tighter. And before we begin, just taking a moment to close your eyes. Take a nice filling, deep breath in. Big breath out. And again, deep breath in. Big breath out. Switch your feet, so taking your feet wide and letting your knees fall inward, feeling the opposite. Feeling the internal rotation through those hips rather than just external. Again, a deep breath in. A big breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale. And as best as you can throughout this entire class, so not just within our yoga practice, but can you bring that yogic breath, the ujjayi, into this practice, into our body practice as well. And the reasons why we do this, one, it helps us to regulate our nervous system. It drops us into flow state. Into that meditative space. It keeps us accountable that we are present and here, focusing and giving all of our attention, all of our awareness to right here, right now. Walk your feet into center. Feet like a little bit wider than hip width, like you would for a bridge pose. Bring your hands down to the mat. Walk your shoulder blades together underneath you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press away from your feet. Curl your pubic bone towards your belly button so you feel the low back imprinting into the floor. From here, keep curling the pubic bone towards the belly button. Lift the tailbone. And then let each vertebrae follow successionally, lifting your hips up, 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 up. As high as you can, open up the chest. And I'm gonna get into the differences here between our yoga bridge, where we're really opening. It's more of a heart opener, a front body stretch. You can let the ribs flare out. Lift up high to tiptoes. And as you exhale, keeping your hips as high as you can, as long as you can, you start to spill the spine slowly into the mat. Upper, middle, lower back, bringing your awareness to the spine, trying to see if you can articulate one at a time. And if you can't, don't worry. This is just like a awareness exercise release. Let your spine fall back to neutral. Inhale, give it a little shimmy shake at the bottom if you like. As you exhale, press away from your feet. Curl pubic bone to belly button. Slowly roll the nipple up to the spine. Pressing down through the heels, waking up the backs of your legs. Opening up the chest. Letting the rib cage flare. Pressing up, up, up as much as you can. Lift high to the tiptoes. Keep pressing the hips a little higher if there's space to, and keeping them as high as you can, as long as you can. Start to ripple and roll down. And just noticing if there are stickier sections of the spine that want to come down in clumps rather than one at a time. Release the tailbone at the bottom, root the heels, take a little shake. Last time, press away from your feet, pubic bone to belly button. Keep that lock as you lift and roll up, pubic bone to belly button as much as you can. It will slip, obviously, as you come up to the top, the chest starts to open, but you're always thinking of maintaining that connection, hugging them as close as you can to one another. Lift up high to the tiptoes, slowly roll and articulate down one vertebrae at a time. You got it. Take your hands up over your head. You'll take a little triangle angel's gun. Reaching your hands up over your head. Let the rib cage flare. Inhale. Get the spine of the mat so it's back of the head, back of the shoulders, and tailbone. Nice stretch. Inhale. As you exhale, reach your gun forward to the sky, and then towards your knees, chin to chest. Now we're coming up the other way. So without using your momentum, pressing forward, rolling through the spine. Inhale to sit up tall. Good. Exhale, roll down. Pressing away from the feet, pubic bone to belly button. Take your time. Massaging the spine, becoming aware of the spine or center of the body. Inhale. And median. Exhale. Rounding curl, slowly coming up. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale. Rolling down. And coming all the way back. Walk your feet back in a little bit closer. This is getting in the way. There we go. So, the difference between a yoga bridge and a Pilates bridge. So like I said, the yoga bridge, our chest is far more open. We're reaching up to the sky. Hips go much higher, ribs are flaring out. And here, I'm mostly on the top of my shoulders. So when I do a Pilates bridge, we're gonna come down. We're gonna imprint from here. Hug the upper ribs down towards the hips. So again, anchoring those upper ribs into the body as much as you can. For me, the visualization is to inhale my back body into the mat, taking up more space. And through doing that, I'm able to anchor my upper ribs down and in. From here, I want you to lift your tailbone. We're gonna lift up one vertebrae at a time. And just lift to like your bra line, or if you don't wear a bra, the tips of your shoulder blades. So it's much lower, the hips aren't as high, and we're really connected to our core. So our core and our center is one piece that doesn't move, right? So when I open up into my yoga bridge, I flare open, it's more of a back bend. When I come up into my Pilates bridge, my ribs are anchored in, belly to spine, and the torso moves in one piece. So there's like no noodly waving through the spine when we do this Pilates bridge. All right, walk your feet in. You should just be able to barely touch the back of your heels, like just barely, or maybe not even. From here, press into your heels. We're lifting the bum up for one, and down. Just to hover, your skin touches the floor, but your bones don't in your bum. Come back up for two, squeeze, and down. And I want you to keep muscle squeezing bone the whole time, 3. And down. So your muscles are never soft or released, you're always activating, pressing up. And as you lift up, instead of thinking about pressing your hips to sky, think about sliding your knees forward and down. Nice. 5 and down. 6, 7. So you create that resistance in your body. 8, like that rubber band sensation. Engage a rubber band, that pull, that energy. 10, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Squeeze the back of your legs, muscle hugs bone, squeeze your bum. From here, mini pulses upwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, anchor those ribs down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause, squeeze and hold. Drop halfway and squeeze up. Relax your bum halfway and then squeeze it up. Nice. 3 and up. 4. I even like to keep my hands on my torso just so I can make that mind-muscle connection. 6, 7, 8. So remember, especially with these half ones, the torso moves fully. It's not just the hips doing the work. Everything drops and lowers. 9. Good. 10 and hold. Anchor those upper ribs in. Squeeze muscle to bone. Pulse upwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift high to the tiptoes. Let the ribcage flare open. Press those hips high. So this is your release. Keeping the tailbone as high as you can, as long as you can. You ripple down. Let the spine spill into your mat. Unravel slowly. Take a little rock side to side. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Good, right? Take your block or a light weight. Up to you. I'm going to use my block today. And kick both feet up to the sky. Favorite ab exercises here. Good. Breathe in. As you exhale, lift your head and your shoulders off your mat. Squeeze into that block with your hands. So hug into the midline.